Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome back to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counselor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentoring, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video for more information. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for you about both you and your person's love journey thus far. Plus, let's see what messages the cards have about your person. Alright, so let's go. Okay guys, so you're coming in with Lovers and you're coming in with the Strength card. Here in your reading, I'm just going to check this one. Okay, Taurus. There's a choice here, because Lovers is a choice, but let me keep going at this one. This is saying here in your reading, you're coming in with, I've made the choice. I choose you. With the Strength card here, I choose stability. I choose to be stable here in your reading. Your person is claiming you here. That's how it's coming in, because with the Strength card, you know, there's two people in the Strength card. There's the Empress and then there's the Lion. The Lion represents the masculine, all right, whereas the Empress represents the feminine here within the card. And what it also talks about there is the connection between the two here. The bravery of the Empress here to calm, to quell here the Lion, and the strength and the courage that comes through from the Lion. All right, there's a lot more I can say here, but let me keep going. All right, here in your reading, the choice has been made is what I'm getting. All right guys, with both those cards. And it also talks about here in your reading is that these feelings that both you and your person have here are getting deeper. But this deeper, these feelings here, there's a want here for clarity, for truth here guys, and also to trust. And the trust is to trust each other here. But more importantly, trust in yourself. Of course, I always do say that here. All right guys, there's compassion, there's empathy happening here, appreciation. It can, of course, you appreciate your person. Yeah. Yeah. See what I get there in your reading, and with the Strength card coming in, of course, for your person, it comes in as how they see you here. There may be a comparison happening here, guys, where your person is comparing you to other people. I actually get that's the both of yous coming in here, where there are choices. You have choices, your person has choices, but in a way, you're comparing them. I don't know if there's another word I can use for comparing here, where you are gaining that clarity as to why you want your person, as to why they want to be with you, as to why you want to choose your person, if you already haven't here. So here, of course, it is coming in as clarity, but that clarity isn't actually coming through as communication. That clarity is actually coming in by way of your emotions, by way of your feelings, and just, it's just the truth is what I'm getting here. All right, guys. As well. Yeah. I'm going to keep going here in your reading. I need to keep going, guys. See, what I pick up there in your reading is people want to know. They also want to know here what's going on between you and your person here in your reading, because they don't know. I want to keep, I'm just have to pull some more cards here. See, what I'm also picking up here, guys, just looking at the strength card, all right, is that your person wants something stable here. They want someone who is stable here, someone who has their own things, their own material resources here. They definitely like someone who does. And when you're coming in with lovers for your person, it comes in, it gives them a sense of harmony here in your guys' relationship, where you're not wanting your person for certain things here because you have your own. That's what I'm getting. Like you have your own money, you have your own vehicle, you have your own home. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's keep going. Okay. So you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Two of Cups, and you're also coming in with the Eight of Cups here. Yeah, see, like I said, it's not coming in as by way of communication, by words, by talking here, okay? That's not what you and your person are doing at this time. How you're both gaining clarity here and also the truth, it's coming in by way of your emotions here. Now, yeah, of course, this is an obstacle and a challenge, because what I get here is wanting to go back towards your person, the Queen of Swords. But it's the both of yous here. That's what it's talking about. It's like trying to meet in the middle, but you're not saying that you want to. Here, it's saying that you're wanting to. Well, it can come in as being cautious, being mindful when it comes to these steps that both you and your person are going to take. Here, it's not about rushing in. What I get there, it's coming in as it's coming back around. That's what it's saying. But what it also talks about here in your reading is that certain things you don't know here, because it's not happening in front of your eyeballs is what it talks about here. But what you do know and what your person knows here is what their emotions and feelings are saying here. Now, what I also pick up here in your reading, it's also coming in as the way in which you were thinking here. There's like possibilities here. It also comes in as I didn't see it that way. Because you are coming in with trust here, guys. Here in your reading. Obstacle and a challenge here. Obstacle and a challenge here in your, here. And the obstacle and the challenge here in your reading is to actually take the action here. Here. What you need to do in order to go back towards your person here. Reignite that spark here. I don't think the spark has died. I don't think the flame has been put out. I actually get with these cards is that the flame is still there. See, what it talks about here in your reading for your person, they see themselves as the option now. And it's coming in as, that is one thing your person wants to ask. Am I an option? Am I just an option now? But that's not what they want to say, because that is not how they're feeling. Because for your person, they actually feel like they're the one, you're the one here. Okay, but there's limited communication, lines of communication, because if you are talking to your person, what it says there is that you're not talking about that here. That's what it's coming in as. You're not talking about the way in which you feel about each other. And even if your person was an option, what I'm picking up here in your reading, they don't care. I think that's where that choice was coming in. All right. Now, like I explained with the strength card, that strength card is the clarity, that truth that you and your person are getting at this point in time here. But it also talks about here in your reading, you're coming in with love, you're coming in with true and real love here, but you're also coming in with a stable partnership. It's coming in that way. Wanting a stable partnership. Wanting to have a stable partnership, all right? Here, connection with an intimate partner, but wanting that with each other. Yeah. All right, let me see. Let me keep going here, guys. Whew. Okay. So you were coming in with the Six of Swords. You have the Ace of Cups, and you were coming in with the Two of Swords here. So, okay, all right. So potentially here in your reading, what it's talking about there, what I'm picking up there in your reading, it comes in as, well, you're coming in with learning to love again with the Ace of Cups. See, it's coming in as you love your person, and there's a fear here to lose your person. And see, that's the same for your person. There's regret. Here, there's unspoken words here, guys. That's what it's saying. But knowing, there's a knowing here, because you're coming in with cups, you're coming in with emotions, you're coming in with feelings. But what I'm also picking up here is that the mind is actually adding a little bit of confusion here. Yeah, it's influencing the way in which you see your person, and it's influencing the way in which your person sees you. Now, there is miscommunication here, maybe because there is no communication, or it is quite limited here, and for whatever reason here, but there's also non-action here. There's no action actually when it comes to going towards each other, and that's also adding to the confusion here for both you and your person here in your reading, because with the Lovers card and the Strength card, what it talks about there, and I said it, is that you've made a choice. This is both you and your person. You've chosen each other. But what it also talks about there is choosing a relationship with someone you really gel with, someone that really gets you. You're coming in with harmony here. Here in your reading. But it also comes in as, how did you gain that clarity? How did you gain that truth? And like I said, it's coming in by way of your emotions here. You're coming in with inner happiness. You're coming in with inner strength and courage, because that's what's that's what you both, you both need to do here. That's what needs to happen to actually initiate something here, guys, or to reignite, like I said here, contact here in your reading. But there's a fear here to do that. And of course, this may have to do with what happened between you and your person in the past, and what's actually gone on since that realization here for both you and your person, because you're well aware of each other. You're well aware of the emotions that you have for each other here. Yet there is no action, non-action here, where you're not, because what it can talk about there in terms of non-action here is that you actually ignore these feelings that you have. You avoid these feelings that you have, and so you take a completely different action here. Now, in terms of your mindset here, the way in which both you and your person are thinking here, it's that you love each other. There is a lot of love happening here, guys, but you fear to love. You fear the truth about love here. You fear to embrace this love. And yet you guys both fear to lose each other here. I'll just get some advice here, guys. Now, if this is you, book an image reading with me, okay? Details are in the description box below this video. Image reading, tarot reading. If you want to know the difference, like I said, just check out the details in the description box below this video. Or alternatively, check out the New Earth Community website. Oh, excuse me. So you are coming in with the Hanged Man. So you're coming in with an awkward decision here. Makes you feel awkward here in your reading. And so what it tells me there is that for both you and your person, the past hasn't been dealt with in a sense here. You're still holding on to how it should be, what it should look like here. And that's both you and your person here in your reading. And it does come in as an outdated belief system here, guys. An outdated program here. The sacrifice. See, I get the sacrifice here. Well, the Hangman card can be seen as that way here, because you're hanging in a tree of tradition, a tree of religion here. Past way of doing things, a program, like I said, outdated belief system here. Where you're not going to take a step. You're not going to initiate anything here with your person because you're waiting for them to initiate it here in your reading. But the positive thing here, guys, is that now that you know what I've been talking about here in terms of what you are wanting to do here, you just have to initiate it, guys. There's nothing standing in your way. The only person that's in the way here, or the only things that's in the way at this point in time, is yourself, because there's definitely a fear factor here, guys. You both fear love. That's what it's saying. And you fear the love that you have towards this person because you want them to accept you. Okay, and embrace this love here. So most definitely reach out and book an image reading with me. We can lead into counseling here, or mentoring, and that can help you get yourself ready here, okay, to continue to be consistent when it comes to your person. All right, guys? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks so much for watching. Okay, thanks for your video and your reading, and I'll catch you later. All right, bye.